let's do my own very first drawing challenge. So hello, welcome guys, I hope you have an awesome day. Today we are going to do my very first and own drawing challenge. And I'm really excited to show you guys this, because I've been waiting for half a year to finally put this out, because back then I was initially going to do it. This was in summer when I had vacation, but right now it's a better time, because back then everybody was doing Prete YouTubers his drawing challenge, which was pretty cool. And yes, I decided to wait back then, but I waited a lot longer than I was supposed to, because I totally forgot about it. But last week I was coming back to this book, and I thought back to it, and I thought, oh yes, I was going to do a challenge. So today we can do that. If you don't know me, my name is Dendor, and I post manga related content on a regular basis. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So what this challenge basically is that you are going to draw for 10 straight days, because I really like drawing and I'm not that good at it yet. I think I'm pretty okay, but definitely not at the level that I want to be at. I really wanted to improve my drawing back then, and I still want to. So when I was doing that back then, I was trying out a lot of new techniques, little ways of doing things that I hadn't done before. And the biggest thing that I really wanted to become better at was sketching. So before all of these drawing, I made a sketch, and then later on fill in the details, erasing a lot of stuff and just do it over. And I think that really worked out. There are about 10 drawings. It's a 10 drawing day challenge. I actually did 12 drawings, because I initially wanted it to be a 30-day drawing challenge, but then I went cycling to Italy and I couldn't keep up anymore, so that's that. So without further ado, let's get into all of these drawings that I made back then. And it's holiday again, so I thought this was the best time to do this drawing. So the first drawing, I have it here, you will see it on the screen. It's the drawing of Dr. Stone. And what I wanted to practice with this drawing was drawing expressions. As you can see, Senku has a real rough expression, and it's just so great. I think the mangaka did an awesome job at this, and it's just, yeah, it really looks pretty nifty and nice, I think. So I think it worked out pretty clear. As you can see, next to the drawing I will be showing you the original page, because that's where we're going at. I will show you guys the original page, because all of these are out of a manga, so these are manga panels, and I think that was the coolest way to do it. If you want to do it differently, definitely do it. So I really like doing manga panels, because then I could see how far I could challenge myself. And with the next one, I definitely took a great shot. So the next one is a drawing of Bakuman, and Bakuman Volume 5, page 40 to be exact. And what I wanted to practice was drawing vehicles, and it definitely worked out well. I remember that I kind of skipped doing the background just a little bit. I think the person who's opening the door for Ashirogi, so these are the this is the name of the two main characters combined, and who's opening the door for them. And I think he doesn't look that much like the drawing on the panel, but I think I made a little bit of a character of myself, and I think that worked out pretty well. However, drawing the vehicle was a real challenge, and it definitely worked out great. Yes, I really like this drawing, because it wasn't something that I tried before, and it worked out pretty fine, so that's just great. So next is drawing food, and this is from a manga that I got from Bizarre Individual, and this is Delicious in Dungeon Volume 1, page 59. And as you can see, this is a whole page, so not only a panel, but it's a whole page, and it's, yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. Making the food look delicious was the real challenge. I wanted to draw food and make it look realistic, and I think I really did. At the first panel you see the river starts to bubble, and I think it really does look like that. Even out of context you can see what it is. And then you have the man standing over the food, and yes, you put all the fruits on top, and eventually it's some kind of pie, and I think it really worked out pretty cool. The proportions, and yes, it worked out pretty well. I was really satisfied with the end result. And that brings me to the next page, which was Mob Psycho 100 Volume 1 page 4, and I had really difficulty drawing this because I am used to really drawing pages with details, and this is so simplistic that you can't really hide behind these details. And if I look back at it now, I should have corrected the eyes. The eyes are way off, they are not at the same height. I think this isn't one of my best drawings. I think it's one of my worst, but you know, it's a learning process. And I did do some changes which made it look a lot prettier than it looked before. But yes, it's just what it is. I think this isn't a great drawing. It's meh. I'm not that proud of this drawing, but it is what it is. So for the next drawing is One Piece Volume 1 page 9, and I really like this drawing. The challenge was to draw kids, and I think that worked out pretty well. I never drew a kid like a manga character, and in this you see Luffy as a young child, which is pretty cool. And yes, I really like this drawing. Not because it worked out so well, because the paneling I did really messed that up, but I really challenged myself here and it worked out pretty cool, so I'm really glad that I did. The next drawing is from My Hero Academia, Volume 1 page 64, and I'm so proud of this drawing. I think it looks so much alike. It's really cool. You have Midoriya and Bakugo, and I think this is one of the coolest drawings out of this whole challenge. Yes, I'm really glad with the result. The challenge was to draw a monster, and the monster looks sick. I think this is really a cool drawing. I'm really proud of this, and yes, it just looks so cool. So next up is a page or a drawing of Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1 page 46, and the challenge was to draw a weird eye, and I think this really didn't work out that well. I think overall the drawing is okay, but yeah, I'm not that proud of the eye. No, I really, well, let me just say it like this. I think if I will do it right now, it would have been a lot better. But back then it was, well, I think I handled it okay. Yes, it's an okay drawing. Next up is Drawing Upside Down is the challenge, and it's a page from Sherlock Volume 1, but it was drawing upside down, and I think this is Sherlock inside of his bag looking, and I think it looks pretty well. I didn't do the drawing upside down, to be honest. I just flipped it over and started drawing. But yes, overall I really like this drawing. The hair isn't that good, but the facial expressions are pretty okay, and yes, I just like this drawing. So next up is a drawing from Eden Zero, Volume 1, page 182, and I think this is a cool drawing. I think the gun is really cool, the hand, the way the character stands, and yes, I'm really glad that it worked out this well, because I was really thinking I would screw this one up, but the proportions really worked out, and yes, I really like this drawing. So next up is drawing from Kuroko's Basketball 13 and 14, page 146, and it's the challenge was to draw the side of a face, and it didn't work out that well. It's just a really simple drawing, and that's probably why it didn't work out that well, because like I said, I couldn't really hide behind the just hide behind the details. So the next drawing is a drawing from One Punch Man Volume 1, page 110, and I just think this looked cool. There wasn't particularly anything that I wanted to challenge myself in. The only thing I can think of is that I am not good at drawing hands, and that worked out pretty okay. But that's because it's not normal hand, but a cyborg hand. So yes, it just really gave me a better way to deal with it, and it worked out pretty okay. I think the overall stance of the character isn't that good. As you can see, the other arm is really sucky drawn, as well as the trousers, but overall I really like this drawing. And last but not least is Death Note, a drawing of Death Note Volume 1, page 147. And what I like about it is the contrast of the dark. This isn't so much about ring, but it's just really a dark figure, and I really like that, and I just wanted to draw that, and I'm glad it worked out okay. So with that, we have already come to an end of this video. So this is a challenge, and of course I, as the host, should be challenging anybody, and I challenge Riri Manga. I know he draws a lot, I really like his drawings, so with that I challenge you. And yes, I really would want you guys to also do this. I know for me it's been a long time ago, and right now I have to work so much these days that I can't do this anymore, but it was a great learning experience. So if you want to draw, I think the only way to get better is to actually do it. So this way I hope you guys can draw a little bit more if you don't do it on a regular basis, and I want to get better. Just do it for 10 straight days and see what happens. I would really like to see the end of your results and just see what you guys make of it. So that's that, and as always guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. This was Dendor. See you next time.